Great, thank you. We founded Harvest Power 7 years ago with a vision to transform the way that the world deals with organic waste. Organic waste is the last big frontier in recycling. And we came here to the Vancouver region because Metro Vancouver is truly one of the great pioneers, leading the way with the ban on yard trimmings, food scraps, and wood waste going into the landfill. Let me have just a quick show of hands. How many of you recycle your food scraps today, either through your green bin or through your own backyard composting? Great. Nice. You are why Harvest Power is here. It is to work with you, with Metro Vancouver, and with the member communities of Metro Vancouver in order to meet that challenge and conquer that next frontier of recycling. So our facilities now in British Columbia, we're now the largest recycler of organic waste in British Columbia and one of the largest in Canada. At our urban wood waste subsidiaries in New Westminster and Vancouver, we take clean wood waste from construction and demolition debris and we turn that into a renewable fuel that goes into cement mills and paper mills and displaces dirty coal. At our Richmond site, we built North America's first commercial-scale high solids anaerobic digester. For short, we call it our energy garden, to recycle those yard trimmings and food scraps and turn them into renewable energy. In terms of the circular economy, just to do the math, at our Richmond facility, we take in about 250,000 metric tons per year of the residuals. And we turn that into about 7,000 megawatt hours of electricity, which is enough to power about 600 BC homes. But in addition, between our compost and our energy garden, we produce about 200,000 metric tons a year of rich, clean compost and soil products. Not only that, while we're doing that, we're avoiding having those 250,000 metric tons go into the landfill where they would have turned into landfill gas, which is rich in methane, more than 80 times more potent than CO2 as a greenhouse gas. So that is the promise of organics in the circular economy. Last night's leftovers become today's energy and go into tomorrow's garden. That's great, but there are challenges. It's not easy. And the biggest challenge, in a word, is plastics. Okay? Good, I was hoping we'd have enough people who would recognize this picture. So our goal is to be able to produce beautiful, rich material that looks like this, that you would be pleased and proud to put in your garden. Oops, we jumped ahead too fast. We want it to look like that. Unfortunately, a lot of what comes into our facility looks more like this and this. So the challenge is that when material comes in looking like that, it's hard to produce a beautiful product on the back end. Now, we're able to get rid of a lot of those contaminants through our equipment and processes. So we screen out a lot, and also we segregate the inbound material between a cleaner and a less clean stream so that we're able to produce a really nice premium product. But still, it's difficult and it's expensive. Paper and cardboard degrade, plastics do not. And if we produce compost that's got plastic bits in it, you're not going to want to put it in your garden. In addition, plastic has a way of getting tangled up in our machinery, requiring expensive and time-consuming repairs. So we keep talking about the circular economy, so let me bring this to the bottom line. The difficulty is that if our processes are more expensive, more time-consuming, and if our end product quality isn't as good so that it doesn't command prices that are as high, we won't be able to make a profit. And if we can't make a reasonable profit, the loop of the circular economy won't close. It won't go all the way around. That's why we have to say we want no plastics and no bioplastics in your green bin. And you say, why no bioplastics? The challenge is that when the material comes into our facility, we can't tell the difference between a compostable bag and a non-compostable bag. They all look the same. In addition, once people have a black plastic bag, they'll throw anything into it, including a lot of stuff that we can't process. And so here's really the challenge that we all face. Plastics are ubiquitous in our modern world because they're so damn convenient. They're cheap, they're lightweight, they're infinitely transformable into all sorts of different shapes that are really useful. But they prevent us from closing the loop in the circular economy. Therefore, I've got to ask all of you and my fellow panelists, we've all got to work together to figure out how to close that loop. Help us with that challenge, please.